Welcome to Library Out Loud, a conversation about any and all things related to the Spokane County Library District. Library Out Loud is brought to you by the Spokane County Library District and our friends at STCU. Now, here's your host, Jane Baker.
Hello and welcome to Library Out Loud. I'm Jane Baker, the Communication and Development Director for the Spokane County Library District. And joining me today, we have Stacy Goddard and Mary Ellen Brax, Library Services Managers. Good morning,
Good morning,
ladies.
Jane.
How are you today?
Great, thank you.
Great.
How about yourself?
I am doing well, thanks. Today, we have a lot to talk about in this episode. We are talking about all the summer programs happening at the Spokane County Library District this summer. And boy, we have quite a list. But before we get started, I have to do a little plug here. All the programs we're talking about are in this issue of Engage. You get the cute kid on the cover, and it's Libraries Rock is our theme. So if you miss anything or want more details, scld.org, or pick up one of these. They're free at any library and a few other areas around town. Okay, so now that I got my commercial announcement out of the way, let's talk about all the great things that are going on this summer at the libraries. Let's go in order of age. How's that? We'll start with the youngest kids. Well, we can go all the way down to babies with story times.
That's right, we can.
Story times continue?
Yep, story times continue. We have story times all summer long. We don't take a break. We just continue on with our story times. We have them at every single one of our libraries with the exception of Bookend at the mall. However, all our other 10 libraries, we have at least one story time a week. At some of our bigger libraries, we have story time 6 days a week.
Wow. So there we go with the very youngest of the kids, and they start age 0.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
So.
Yeah, we start with babies. So baby story time, we have a toddler story time, preschool story time, and then we have family story times where all ages are welcome at some of our smaller locations and on Saturdays at Spokane Valley.
Awesome. So now we're up to what age? we're up to about 3?
Yeah,
all right.
about 3.
Let's start talking about some of the libraries rock. That's the theme for the year.
Right.
And there's a lot of music happening at the library. So let's start off with the first one. We have Eric Herman.
Eric Herman. And so these programs are they're all ages, but they're mainly geared for the kindergarten through 5th grade age range. A lot of the music programs work well for some of the younger kids. So you can bring them. Sometimes it's space limited, so we kind of take a look at that as you walk in the door. Eric Herman, we've had many times before, and he's great. He does music where he gets the whole family up dancing and moving around. So that would be a fun one if you're looking for a family event to go to.
And it's pretty hard to sit still when he's doing his thing.
and you're right, he is for all ages. Everybody will get up and start moving. So Eric Herman kicks it off, and he's the week of June 18th.
Correct.
Right, and so then he spends the entire week traveling around.
And we'll go to all 10 of our libraries. And so if you miss one, don't worry. He'll be somewhere else. So, and you can go to any of them that works in with your schedule. So, don't be tied to just your community library. But if you have friends coming in from out of town, it'd be great to hit up one of the performances at Spokane Valley or North Spokane.
Yes, awesome. So that's the first week. Second week of summer programs is Habiba's. Am I saying that correct?
I think so.
Habiba's Village.
Yes.
Okay.
And so this one is a storytelling event. And so Habiba Ado, I hope I'm saying her name right. I apologize if I'm not. But she's got tales from African countries. So we're really looking forward to this one. They're funny. There's some cautionary tales. They'll inspire you. So it would be great to come and hear those stories that she's telling us, and that will be the second week of summer reading.
Programs,
but it starts Monday, June 25th, and once again, you can go to any of them.
Any and all.
Yes.
That's awesome. And then we move into Salish Songs, which to me, this is very exciting.
Yes, and
Yes.
we love Lorraine Wiley. She is coming to do Salish Songs and Stories, so stories that are around this community. So come in and take a look. Sit down, bring your family, and hear some tales from around this area of our state. And
Yes.
she does a wonderful job. She is so engaging, and she gets the kids really involved and engrossed in the stories. So she's just wonderful. I can't say enough about her.
Yeah, yeah, I'm going to that one as well.
Yeah.
On my calendar already too. I hope
You
there's
bet.
room for some extra grown-ups with
Yeah.
And then we're going to move into the life of Mozart.
Yes, and this is a new one for us. It's the Traveling Lantern Theater Company, and so they bring history to life, and they'll have the music and talk about the life of Mozart. So a little bit of a different program than we've had before, but we're very excited.
Yeah, it's always great to try something new. The Traveling Lantern Theater Company.
Yes.
And that's the week of July 9th.
Yeah.
All week long. Followed by the Sound and Music with Mobius Science. We love Mobius.
We do love Mobius, and there's a lot of science behind music. So please come and participate in this program. So there'll be some digital and physical representations with sound waves. So we oftentimes don't think of the sound waves when we're creating music, but this is a great way to see the science behind music and how it all works, too.
Yeah, this would be a good STEM program.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's
definitely.
interesting. Music has a lot of correlation between science and math and even reading. So
Yes.
That's fantastic.
great thing about music.
Right.
All right. And then we have Red Yarn's Old Barn. What's this one about?
Oh, so this one, they're preparing for the big barn dance. And so it's a music and a puppet show together. And so this will get the kids up singing and dancing and clapping and stomping. And it'll be a very active program.
Good.
And so this would be another good one that'll work for if you have younger siblings. That one should work okay for them, too.
So if you have lots of kids around the house over the summer and they need to get some energy out.
Yeah, that would be a good one to
That's
go
a good
to.
one. Bring them to the library.
Exactly.
We'll take the energy. And then we have the taiko drums.
Which is always so much fun
Yes.
and very loud. But it's a very energetic performance. It's Japanese drums, and so they come in and do a performance for us, and that will be the week of July 30th.
Wow.
And so after the end of their performance, the kids actually get to come up and try out the drums. I will say this is a really good one for that K through 5th age range. Sometimes with really loud music, that's the one caution I have about bringing really young children. All of these programs are geared K through 5, but the music can be very loud just because of the area we have to fill with music. So it can be frightening to the little ones. But this one, that K through 5th grade age range, and they'll get a chance to try out the drums afterwards.
I might want to go to that one too.
I know. I think I do too.
Yeah.
Right.
It's fun seeing those little kids right up next. Those drums are huge.
Right.
They are. That's right. They
Bigger
are
than
very
some
big.
5-year-olds.
Yeah. And then for the littlest of kids, we have the Jim Gill concert coming up August 25th.
Ooh,
and
Jim
so
Gill.
that one is perfect for that, toddler, preschool, early elementary age. And, he'll be
And that's a
able to-
whole family event
That's
as well.
a whole family event
And
as well.
Jim Gill's going to be at Center Place in
yes.
Spokane Valley. So bring a blanket and so you can all sit on the floor, but you won't sit long because
He has you up and moving around and dancing, and it's so much fun and really gets the kids working on gross motor skills, fine motor skills. With music, kids really, it's kind of a precursor to reading even because it works on that phonological awareness where you can hear each sound with each note of the word. So that really helps with that reading and starting off that developmental process of reading. So he does a great job. He's very energetic, really gets kids up and dancing and a lot of fun.
yeah, that's awesome. And I don't want to fail to mention this. All of these programs are at no charge.
Right. They are all free.
Yes. Come on in and learn. That's what we're all about, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
So those are our lineup of our main summer programs for the younger kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not all. But wait, there's more.
There's
That's
more.
what we have to say.
There's more. Even for the little ones, we have a music and movement program that we're doing throughout the summer too at our different locations.
Oh, that's
and that's
great.
when our staff is putting on. So that will be a fun one also.
Great. And then, now we're talking about summer. Well, it's always been called summer reading programs. We kind of call it just summer programs anymore. Right. But we also have some online summer reading, a new program called Beanstack.
Yes, and we are very excited about this. So this is a way for parents and families, kids to track everything that they're reading over the summer. And so as you read, there's actually badges that you can earn online. So you just register. You can register as an individual, register your whole family, and then you can keep track of what you read. There's also reading lists that they'll suggest to you depending on ages. So there's the badges that you earn can be fun. Some of them are going out and looking at a community event or participating out in the community. And so kind of design the badges around the areas of where our libraries are too, so you can go out and do some discover the outdoors in Spokane, right around your own neighborhood.
That's awesome. Yes, our libraries are very community oriented.
Yes,
so they send you out to the local area that way to earn those badges. I do want to take a moment, and this is probably a no-brainer, but it's worth mentioning. The most important thing you can do with your kid over the summer, with your kids over the summer.
Correct. Is reading.
Reading.
20 minutes a day. You don't have to make it a long, difficult process. Pick out something that you both enjoy and that they're having a lot of fun with. And so that kids really enjoy the process and want to keep reading and improve their reading skills. One of the things we often see in the summer is what they call summer slide. And so the kids, because they're not reading on a daily basis in school, their skills kind of slide a little bit back during the summer. If you keep reading over the summer, this way they're ready to go when the school year starts. But you can have fun with it, and that's what the summer reading program is all about, is to get you reading. You can keep track of how much you've read. You can even take a list in to your child's teacher, and the kids can get excited. The teacher will get excited with how much they've read over the summer.
That's great. It just takes a few minutes a day, and it makes a world of difference in your child's life. So
15 to 20 minutes a day.
And I've also heard that if you have one kid that says, I don't like to read, they just haven't found the right book yet.
That's correct.
Right?
And bring them in. We will work with them to help them find the just right book for them, the one that really sparks their interest and gets them reading.
Awesome.
That is one of the favorite things of our staff in all 11 locations, is matching up that perfect book with the right reader. So
that's awesome. Yes, but now, like we said, wait, there's more.
Yes,
so we have
more
stuff for all ages, and we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and talk more about that here on Library Out Loud.
Hi everyone, I'm weather forecaster and assignment anchor at Spokane Talks Online, Colin Pittman, and I am honored to be the host of the new program, Spokane's Youth Spotlight, brought to you by Spokane Talks Online and the Spokesman Review, where we are interviewing and getting to know outstanding youth in our community each month. If you'd like to nominate someone in our community that you think should be recognized, that is doing something great here in the region or has an amazing story, visit SpokaneTalksOnline.com or Spokesman.com and look under Youth Spotlight to nominate. And be sure to tune in each month as we find the best in the Inland Northwest.
Hi, I'm Larry Myers, owner of River Ridge Hardware. Welcome to our garden center here on the corner of Garland and Driscoll. We have fresh plants that come in weekly from all of our local growers. We can make your garden look like our garden. Here at River Ridge, we've been here 30 years. We're your full-service neighborhood hardware store. This is our sprinkler aisle, where my knowledgeable staff will help you put together your sprinkler system so it will make your yard lush green for the spring and summer. This is River Ridge Hardware's rental center, where we provide a multitude of equipment for rent for the do-it-yourselfer. Next time you're working on your home or yard this spring and summer, stop by, say hi, and we'll help you get the project done.
See you tomorrow night, and thanks again for taking care of the painting.
I got this.
Bye.
Weekends are made for painting. Let the experts at Rada Paint take care of you.
Hi. This looks amazing.
Rada Paint, over 80 years of quality, tradition, and trust. Find it in every can.
Welcome back to Library Out Loud. I'm Jane Baker, and joining me is Mary Ellen Brax and Stacy Goddard, Library Services Managers from the Spokane County Library District. We're talking summer reading, and we have a packed program today because there's so many summer programs going on. So again, pick up an Engage magazine or check it out online at scld.org, because we have a lot we're going through today. And we're just talking about all the stuff for the younger kids, but for all ages, and including reading, is our Summer Reading Buddies program.
Yes.
And talk about that a little bit, Stacey.
Sure, I would love to. We were just talking before the break about the importance of reading every day with your child. Sometimes kids would like to read aloud, but maybe they don't have an adult or a family member that's free to do that with them. But we offer a reading buddy service this summer at our North Spokane, Otis Orchards, and Spokane Valley libraries. And there's information about it in the book, but you can sign up online, register online for the program, and then you'll be matched up with a reading buddy, and that program will start, I believe, June 25th. Oh, you have to register by the 25th. It's going to be July and August.
Yes.
And if there are adults out there who are interested in being a reading buddy, which you'll be working with kids, listening to them read, maybe doing some reading-based games.
Yeah, online, some games that you can play with them also.
We are always looking for more reading buddies for that program, which is something we offer during the school year as well.
Sure.
And you can register for that on our website as well, or talk to our volunteer coordinator.
So we're looking for volunteers to help kids read, and we're making sure that kids know, or their parents know, that we have this program so kids can come in and practice reading. Very important program. So we also have stuff for teens and tweens.
We do. You know, we've got a couple of fun things. Like you said, there's too much to mention. One thing that we're offering at all of our locations, I believe, this summer is a program, it's called Escape Room. And if people are familiar with that, it's kind of the hot new thing for birthday parties. We've got a colleague that's done that twice in her extended family, where you're locked in a room with a group of people and you have to solve a bunch of puzzles to see if you end up escaping, or if you are stuck there and you're stuck there forever. Not really.
And so this one is based on music, again, because we're
what?
keeping up with that music theme. So just pretend you're about to go out and be on The Voice, and suddenly you're locked in the green room and you can't get out.
Wow.
So
Oh my
it's
gosh.
solving that puzzle on how to get out of the room. You can bring a friend or a family member with you with that. And so it sounds like a lot of fun.
It does. It does. It sounds like I want to be on this too.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask them to do a special staff one.
Special
Yes.
stuff. They'd lock us all in a room, probably leave us. So, what else do we have for tweens?
The other thing we have for tweens is Radical Rick is joining us again this summer.
Oh, we love
with
Radical
the science
Rick.
of sound. Yes,
Yeah.
talking about STEM-related activities again. The kids are gonna get the chance to do experiments and learn how sound travels through the air around us, and then also how it travels through solids.
Oh, cool.
Which would be interesting. I probably should go to that because I don't know very much about that. And then it's completely hands-on, so if people like to really get into an experiment, this is a great program for them.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun. We love to have Radical Rick around, and that's at all of our libraries.
That is at all of our locations.
Yes. And then also for the teens, we have our studio.
We do. Oh my gosh, so many fun things going on up at the studio and the lab.
Yes.
We have we're going to be having the teens create a variety show, so they'll be filming things and editing their film, and then presenting it in a program, which will be a lot of fun. They're also going to have the chance to create a news segment, so be like a reporter. And I know we've got a green screen with a variety of backgrounds, so it'll be super fun.
Right.
And our studio is located at Spokane Valley Library.
Yes, yep,
and
up on the second level.
It's a regular studio. The software, the editing programs, camera, green screen, you name it.
Everything.
And it's there for the kids to come play and learn.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, and the older teens get to make a commercial too. So there's
Oh,
another
my
program
gosh.
for the older kids in the studio too. So that
that's
would
a lot
be
of
a really
fun.
fun one to
You can tell
try
I'm
out
focused
too.
on all the business and career stuff because I'm not as knowledgeable. So thank goodness you're here, Mel.
And then at the lab, what's going on there?
Oh my gosh, so many great things at the lab up at our North Spokane Library. We have a whole slate of sewing programs. The Sew Uniquely You, which is up on the Newport Highway,
Yes.
is going to be teaching a number of classes this summer. If you've never done anything with a sewing machine, we have a bunch of beginner classes where you can make, I think one of them is a pillow, and I think there's a little handbag, like a little clutch bag. Lots and lots of fun things. And I believe So Uniquely You also donated the sewing machines for the summer. They're on loan so that we have the machines there. And I think they're available outside of the class hours. You can actually go in and practice.
Go up and practice at the lab with a sewing machine. And then I believe I heard that sewing machines are then coming to our Library of Things.
Yes.
So if you start learning to sew, then you can check out a sewing machine, take it home, and
Right.
create something. Yeah, very exciting.
Get on to events. I know I can't remember anything from my home ec class.
I
about
know. I
sewing.
could really use the sewing class too. So they have to try to the lab during their drop-in hours and practice.
Give that a
Yeah,
shot.
yeah, there you go. We'll have
Yeah.
the staff up there sewing along too.
Exactly.
So that's all at the lab, and that, as you mentioned, at North Spokane. And if you haven't been to Spokane Valley or North Spokane to check out the lab and the studio, do make it a point to stop by and ask to see it.
Again, everything in there there's no charge.
No charge.
We've got the fancy editing software in the studio. You can book an appointment with one of our trained staff, and they'll show you exactly what you need to do to get your video edited for your business or whatever you want to do.
Sure, yeah. Very exciting. All right, so let's get into some adult stuff now. We're interested in
Yes.
talking about the kids. So what do we have for the adults this summer?
Well, it might be a shock that we have concerts. We have a lot of music.
A lot of music,
concerts.
right?
We've got a number. I think we've got 5 or 6 different groups, including a group that's a tribute band or tribute group to Peter, Paul, and Mary, acoustic folk singers, the Willows. They're going to be at a couple of our libraries. And some of these concerts we're really excited this summer are in the park of the
Yes.
community, like at our Cheney Library. The concert there will be in their park, and I think at Deer Park as well, and a number of other locations around the county.
Yeah, Medical Lake too.
Oh, Medical
Right.
Lake,
Yes.
yes, gosh, they
Yeah.
got that great park.
Yeah, so it's a library program, but it's held at the park.
Right.
Yeah.
So enjoy the weather and the fresh air and a better sound for the music as well. We've got a variety though. We've got we've got a couple of acoustic groups. There's poetry music with Chris and Colleen Lee, so that's going to be a little bit different than some of the other things. The Plaid Cats, who I think we've had before.
Yes, the Plaid Cats.
They do a bunch of different things, including country and swing, so their style is kind of eclectic. We also have Sidetrack joining us this summer. They're a 6-piece band, a dance band. So it's going to be really hard to sit still during
Yes,
that.
lots of fun.
Super exciting. And then at all of our locations for all ages, we have Adam Miller, who's going to do his I'll Sing You a Story program.
nice.
So he's kind of a self-proclaimed troubadour and folk singer. So he'll sing folk songs. We'll be singing them together. But then he'll talk about the history, like where the song came from and what it means. So
Oh.
that'll be a lot of fun
Very cool.
to know the origins of some of the folk tales or folk songs that we all know the words to.
And then Lyle Morse.
Yes.
Also.
Oh my gosh, I'm glad you mentioned.
Yes.
Skipped right over him. And he's acoustic as well.
And he's blues,
Blues.
right? Yeah.
Yep. So that's going to be
Oh,
fun.
Very nice.
And I think, oh yeah, just really intense, but a lot of fun.
Yes,
So that should be a really good one.
Wide variety of music, wide variety of programs. There's something for almost everyone at the library this summer. So I hope everybody can come out and see it all or experience it all.
Or go to the park, too, to where we have them at the park, so you get to enjoy being outside and enjoy a library program at the same time.
And then we're still doing the same old library stuff we do all the time as well. So we had been mentioning the drums and stuff can get kind of loud. These programs usually happen in the mornings, right? So if you're still looking for some quiet library time, the afternoon's the best time to come in the summer. So
definitely
make sure to let everybody know that there are quiet times at the library too.
Yes. Just check at your library when the summer reading programs are, and that way you can, if you do need some quiet time, you can plan your time.
Sure. That's great. And then we also have the pop-up library. I know we're going to do a whole nother program on the pop-up library, but worth mentioning because that really is our kickoff to summer. And that's happening on Saturday, June 16th.
Correct.
And that will be not at a library.
Right.
It will be on a vacant lot, which the library does own a portion of, at the corner of Sprague and Herald. That's just west of University in the Valley. So, and we have a whole nother program coming up on that. Again, another no charge event, perfect for families, and we want to make sure people check that out. Ladies, we're already running out of time because there's so much to talk about. Again, we didn't get to everything, but if you get a chance, pick up and engage. They're at the library or different places around the community, or go to scld.org and you can see all of it, including the schedule, times, and locations. Great summer. Looking forward to it.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Great job in scheduling all these things and doing all the work that you do. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having us.
We'll see you next time here on Library Out Loud.
Library Out Loud is produced in Spokane, Washington by SpokaneTalksOnline.com, which is solely responsible for its content. Ask a question, recommend a guest, and hear this program again online anytime at SpokaneTalksOnline.com. Library Out Loud is brought to you by the Spokane County Library District and STCU. Go visit and explore your local library today.